everybody, it's Ann here. Today is, it's April 6th, 2020. I am wanting to spend a little bit of time with you today going over our preposition lesson. This is a lesson that you guys had in the fall, actually after we went over the noun family, and what were the first parts of speech we talked about? Yeah, you know what? We would have gone over a noun family first, which if you remember, I've always explained it as like the big brother is the noun, and then the middle brother is the adjective, and then the little brother is the article. We worked a lot with these parts of speech before we moved on to our next part of speech, which was the preposition. And I decided to go over the preposition again with you guys today because I've noticed before we left for break, when identifying different parts of speech with our symbolizer in class, the preposition was kind of starting to get hard for a lot of us. And remember, the preposition is this green bridge. Okay, and that bridge concept is important to remember as I show you this lesson again. So why don't we get started? I'm going to put my grammar symbol box on the chair. Decided to present outside today because it's beautiful. So forgive me if you can hear the birds chirping or people outside mowing their lawn, but I had a hard time recording this lesson inside knowing how beautiful it was outside. Okay, so I have my preposition drawer from the language area of our classroom. And in our drawer, we have the definition for what a preposition is. Remember, a preposition is a bridge between a noun or a verb or even an adjective, and it tells how they are related. And the reason why it's a bridge, let me find my symbol. We often use that term for our preposition is because it connects oftentimes a noun or a verb with the actual preposition. It connects the two together. It tells us how they're related or how they behave with one another. Sometimes in class, if we're looking at a sentence, I even say the preposition in this example tells us where the noun is or how the noun is in relationship to another verb or an adjective. Okay, so let's continue to look in our box here together. Your preposition means to place before. So oftentimes our preposition comes right before our noun, verb, or adjective that it relates to. Okay, so in my box I have this basket here, and I have a rhinoceros. Looks like you can see everything pretty well here. My basket and my rhinoceros, my preposition symbol. It's green, so that's why our papers are green as well. And in my drawer, I have a few labels that I'm going to bring out. And I'll set my drawer aside here. We have a little bit more room to work with. Alright, so using the rhinoceros and the basket, I want to try and move my rhinoceros based on what my labels tell us. And the labels are also green, which tells us for this lesson that they're also prepositions. So let's start here at the top. Our first label says over. I'm going to now move my rhinoceros over the basket. I could hold my rhinoceros on top like that. Or I could say the rhinoceros is over the basket. Over, remember, means to come before, and it's telling us where the rhino is in relationship to the basket. The rhino is over the basket. Now let's look at the next one. Let's see if you can guess. I'm going to place the rhino under the basket. The rhinoceros is under the basket. Remember the basket is our noun, and under is our preposition. It's telling us how under relates to the basket. Remember, that's a part of the preposition. And in this example, you could even say that the preposition under tells us where the object is, kind of like a relationship of location. All right. You can see I've moved my rhinoceros in front of my basket. We could also say my rhinoceros is beside the basket. It's beside the basket. Beside is our preposition. And lastly, I'm just going to kind of move my objects a little bit. Our last label says near. The rhinoceros is near the basket. In these 4 examples, these are our prepositions. Follow-up work that you completed in the past of this lesson may have included a preposition workbook, a small book that we created with each page that looked like a moon, looked like a bridge rather. Sometimes kids say it looks like a moon as well. We worked a lot with symbolizing sentences using our grammar symbolizer. Here's an example of our grammar symbolizer here. I'll hold it in front of my shirt so you can kind of see it a little bit better. And where my finger is right here is our preposition symbol. We worked a lot with that, and we'll continue to do more with working with our symbolizer to identify prepositions in our other parts of speech. Now, moving into next week, we will talk about our conjunction next. We've gone over a lot of review lessons about grammar and different parts of speech, and I want to make sure by the end of the year we have all of our part of speech, all of our key experiences under our belt before we complete our year. So we just have a few more lessons to go. And so please let me know if you have any questions about the preposition lesson. But this is a review for you, and so it should probably make a whole lot of sense. Thank you. Bye.